What is up, everybody? It is the Higgs here, joining you from MMOplay.com, and today we've got a first look at World of Tanks Generals. This is a card game with a military styling that I think you're really going to enjoy, so let's jump right in. So we are starting this halfway through a battle, which leads me to my first complaint. The beta is just overwhelmed with pop-ups and spyware. I'm not sure if this is something that's on the developer's end, or maybe they've had some trouble with hacking or something, but about halfway through my recording of my first match, it just all went to crap with pop-ups, and my spyware blocker, adware blocker, everything popped up and went nuts. So luckily I was able to get through the end of the second recording, the second half of the battle, without trouble. But I tried to play another match after this, and it happened again right up top. So could be an issue on my end, could be an issue on the developer's end. I'm not really sure, but it did happen, and it made recording a full match pretty much impossible for me. So what we are seeing here, since we're not starting from the start, is it is a card-based game, turn-based combat. You put cards on your side of the battlefield. Each card has its own distinct thing, its own unique characteristics and abilities, and your goal is to destroy the opponent's HQ. It, in this case, is in the top right corner, and my HQ is on the bottom left, just above my name there. So as you're used to in card games, you know, every card has an HP amount. They all have their own unique abilities. You have a certain set of skill points that you can use, or ability points that you can use every match. Right-clicking a card brings up that cool, you know, description of it, like you're seeing now. And in the top right of each card, you've got how many ability points it costs. So this is pretty standard fare in terms of how this card game works. The thing that really works well about this game, though, is, in my mind, what you want from a great card game, especially a digital card game, is something that's really easy to understand but really hard to master. And I can already see, just by playing through the tutorial and playing a few battles after the tutorial, how World of Tanks Generals is probably just that. You know, I'm assuming there's deck customization as you go forward, but even without deck customization, the randomness of the draw, mixed in with the fact that there is just enough of a wide array of cards that you feel like, you know, something could come up at any moment to really turn the tide of every battle. And here you see down there in the bottom right that a little bit more ad stuff popping up. Yeah, it was just plagued with it. I don't know what it was. This is the beta of World of Tanks Generals, so who knows. But luckily that one didn't bounce us out like the first one. So anyway, yeah, it's very simple in terms of how the game actually works, but the graphics are really nice, and you know, you don't get bored with them. The randomness of the card draws are really nice, keep the game really interesting, keep you on your toes. And the strategy involved really is to storm the beachhead. And the beachhead in this circumstance are the 3 tiles surrounding the opponent's HQ. If you can get into those tiles and hold them, then you've pretty much got the game locked down. And you discover this in the tutorial, that that's really the way to win. So in terms, there's a nice mix of ranged tactics versus these sort of beachhead storming tactics that I'm talking about. All in all, I mean, strategically, it's a really fun game, and it works really, really well. And it's one that you can spend, you know, a typical battle, I guess these first few for me took about 14 or 15 minutes. I could have easily played 5 to 10 battles back to back and not really even have noticed how much time I'd spent on it. It's that engaging, it's that fun, and it's that, you know, it doesn't take too much brain power to win, but it takes just enough to keep you interested. I also really like how World of Tanks seems like it is opening itself up for 2 things, really. A lot of versatility based off of the draw, which we've already sort of talked about, but that, I think, also leads into the ability, or the necessity really, to have a flexible strategy. That's something you don't see a whole lot in crappy card games, but you see it a lot in really good ones, where, you know, the luck of the draw really dictates how you're going to play this game and how you're going to win this match. And in World of Tanks Generals, I definitely see that they designed this game to facilitate that process and to accommodate it and to really usher in that whole way of thinking where, you know, you can be a Zerg player where you just crash the beachhead with everything you got. You can be a ranged player where you know, prefer to stay on your side and do minor defense and all ranged attack. You can use these special utility cards that you see on the left side that are, you know, giving you power-ups as you play. And you can really master any one of these strategies. But if you're okay at all of them, you can really do well in this game. So I really like that flexibility is encouraged, but also mastery of different strategies, so that when you have to pivot and go in a different direction, you can still win. And there you see is the end of this battle, the HP drop down at the HQ on the other side. So I was lucky enough to win this battle. So yeah, I've got to say World of Tanks Generals is just super fun. This is a browser-based game for the moment, and I had a blast. I will be playing this in the future. I'll probably be, you know, amping up my spyware and adware blocking just to be safe. But yeah, apart from that, this game is a blast, and I highly recommend you check it out. I have been the Higgs from MMOplay.com. What do you guys think of World of Tanks Generals? Please leave a comment and let me know. I want to hear what you think. This is such a fun game. I want to hear your thoughts, and I will see you next time.